Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D. So now, I proudly bring to you the next to last review in the Friday the 13th franchise I bring to you all. And this one is going to be Jason X. Originally produced in 2001 from New Line. Yeah, it was released in Spain actually in 2001, then it finally came to us the following year. Yes. The film was directed by Jim Isaac, and Sean Cunningham actually produced this. Well, co-produced this actually. Well, like most of the Friday films, this also got dissed by critics, but it still did okay, though. Anyway, we have, we get to see Kane Hodder as Jason one last time in this film, where I like the tagline for this: evil gets an upgrade. Now, it starts in the year 2010. Jason is captured by the U.S. government and held at Crystal Lake Research Facility. Now we see government scientist Rowan LaFontaine, played by Lexa Doig, best known for playing the title character of TV's Gene Roddenberry's Andromeda, decides to place Jason in frozen stasis after several failed attempts to kill him. Now, that's what I'm going to say for now. But you've got 5 seconds to stop this video, because if you've not seen the movie, you need to see it before you watch the review. So here's 5 seconds to stop before I go on. Okay. Excuse me, everyone. Alright. Now then, you were warned. Now, Private Samuel Johnson places a blanket on Jason, and Dr. Wimmer and Sergeant Marcus, plus a few soldiers, hope to further research Jason's rapid cellular regeneration and try to take him. Once they pull out the blanket covering his body, but find Johnson dead. Having broken free of his restraints, Jason kills the soldiers and Wimmer pretty darn brutally. And Rowan lures Jason into a cryogenic pod and activates it. Jason then ruptures the pod with his machete and stabs Rowan in the abdomen, spilling cryogenic fluid into the sealed room and freezing them both. 445 years later, in the year 2455, Earth has become too polluted to support life, and humans have moved to a new planet, Earth 2. Now, 3 students, Sonaran, played by Chuck Campbell, Janessa, played by Melissa Aid, and Azriel, played by Dolph Tiefenbach, are on a field trip led by Professor Braithwaite Lowe, played by Jonathan Potts, who is accompanied by Sonaran's android creation, the KM-14, played by Lisa Ryder, also from Andromeda. They enter the Crystal Lake facility and find the still frozen Rowan, plus Jason, whom they bring to their spaceship, the Grendel. Also on the ship are Lowe's remaining students, Kensa, played by Melody Johnson, Waylander, played by Derwin Jordan, and Stoney, played by Yanni Gelman. They reanimate Rowan while Jason is pronounced dead and left in the morgue. Now, Lowe's intern, Adrian Thomas, played by Christy Angus, is ordered to dissect Jason's body. Now, Lowe, who is in serious debt, calls his financial backer, Dieter Perez, played by Robert A. Silverman, of the Solaris, who recognizes Jason's name and notes that Jason's body could be worth a substantial amount to a collector. Well, Jason eventually thaws out while Sony and Kentz are having a little sex and attacks Adrian in probably one of the best kills in the movie. Freezes her face with liquid nitrogen before smashing her face. Well, not just her face, but her head to pieces on the counter. Jason takes a machete-shaped surgical tool and makes his way through the ship and stabs Stoney in the chest and drags him to his death. To Kentz's horror, Sergeant Brodsky, played by Pierre Mensah, leads a group of soldiers to attack him. But anyway, Jason surprisingly enters a virtual reality video game that Azrael, who is recovered after he loses his limb in the cryogenic scene, the cryo scene, where they're freeing Jason and Rowan, yeah. And this dude Dallas, and he apparently breaks Azrael's back and crushes, well, not crush, but bashes Dallas's skull against the wall. And tries to attack Crutch, but Brodsky and his soldiers save him, though. Jason disappears after Brodsky splits his team up, but Jason kills them one by one. Kills one on this big drill thing. We see him turn around and, well, I believe that's where he was in. He's like, he's screwed. Yeah, this has some silly dialogue and what have you. Yeah. Lowe orders the pilot to dock in on Solaris, a nearby space station, but as he is talking with the engineer, he is hacked apart by Jason. With no power, the ship crashes through Solaris, destroying instantly and killing Perez and everyone else on it. The crash damages one of the Grendel's pontoon sections, even. Jason breaks into the lab, reclaims his machete, and decapitates Lowe, as we don't see it off screen until we see his head later on. Yeah, because Jason just wanted his real machete. So with the ship badly damaged, the remaining survivors head for the ship's shuttle, while Sonoran heads elsewhere with KM-14. After finding loose remains, Crutch and Waylander prepare the shuttle. Rowan finds Brodsky, but he is too heavy for her to carry, so she leaves to get help. Waylander leaves to help him while Crutch prepares the shuttle. But Jason kills him by electrocution after seeing Lowe's head. On board the shuttle, Kenta hears of Crutch's death and has a panic attack and attempts to escape alone. Everyone else is for dead by launching the shuttle, but forgets to release the fuel line, causing it to crash into the ship's hull and explode, killing her instantly. Sonoran reappears when upgrade KM-14, complete with an array of weapons and new combat skills. She cartwheels, fights Jason off, and seemingly kills him, but unfortunately knocks him into a nanite-equipped medical station and blasts off his right arm, left leg, right rib cage, and finally part of his head. The survivors send a distress call and receive a reply from a patrol shuttle. So the survivors set explosive charges to separate the remaining pontoon from the main drive section. As they work, Jason is accidentally brought back to life by the damaged medical station, rebuilt as an even more powerful cyborg, as he is now reborn as Uber Jason, and boy, viciously brutal than anyone can imagine. He knocks off KM's head off. Sonoran still picks it up because it's still functioning. Jason attacks him, but is stopped by Waylander, who sacrifices himself by setting off the charges while the others escape. But Jason survives and is blown back onto the shell, punches a hole through the hull, blowing out Janessa. A power failure with the docking door forces Brodsky to go EVA to fix it. Meanwhile, a hardlight holographic simulation of Crystal Lake is soon created to distract Jason. So, featuring two virtual teenagers to distract him, which works at first, but he sees through the deception just as the door is fixed. Brodsky confronts Jason so that the rest can escape, and as they leave, the pontoon explodes, propelling Jason at high speeds towards the survivors. However, Brodsky intercepts Jason in mid-flight and maneuvers them both into the atmosphere of Earth to incinerating them. Sunrun, Rowan, and KM celebrate having escaped successfully. Sunrun assures KM that he will build a new body for her. On Earth 2, a pair of teenagers beside a lake see what they believe is a falling star as Jason's charred mask sinks to the bottom of the lake. The teenagers go to investigate, and that's the end. Now then, they actually once again get Harry Manfredini back to do the score, so that's another good aspect. This does have kind of a mid point between good and bad. I do like Jason X, maybe not as much as I used to, but I still have some liking for it for obvious reasons. Would I recommend it? Sure. Go ahead, give it a try, and if you don't like it, well, that's okay. I don't mind. You be the judge, okay? I mean, Kane Hodder did a great final performance as both the standard Jason and the Uber Jason. I mean, most of the cast was okay, and story was okay too. I did like some of Harry Manfredini's score and everything. Now, in 2003, there'll be more of Jason when he finally gets the long-awaited crossover with Razor Clawed Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street in Freddy vs. Jason in 2003, which I have already reviewed. So anyway, let me know what you thought about Jason X in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Now, if you liked what you saw in this review, click on the links to see the previous Friday the 13th reviews. In this corner, you can, which I did earlier. In this corner, check out my back-to-back review of of the New Blood and Jason Takes Manhattan, and in that corner see my recent review of Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, and right down there is the button to push to go to my page so you can subscribe and what have you, whatever. Join me again tomorrow when I finish the series with the 2009 remake. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.